If you haven't heard of AI by now, then chances are you've been living under a rock. Over the past year or so, ever since ChatGPT came out to the public in December 2022, it's been one of the biggest buzzwords in the entire world and especially in the business world. So, in today's video, I'm kind of going to go over a few things of how you can exactly utilize AI for your business. And if that helps, then be sure to drop a like below. So, as you can see here, AI can enhance any business imaginable if you know how to harness its powers. So I'm going to get into just a few different tools, AI tools that are out there currently, and there's only going to be more to come. I'm going to sound like a broken record in this video. There is so much more to come. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Even this image generation tool that I'm going to go over right now, it's kind of garbage, but give it a year, 2 years, 5 years, and it's going to be night and day. So let's get into some of those examples below. So these are just some of the examples of how AI can help your business process automation. So when it comes to working faster, cost savings, error reduction, 24/7 availability, data analysis, security, quality control, customer support, on and on and on. These are just a few ways that AI can be of assistance. So again, I'm going to get into a little bit more about what this actually looks like. You may hear a lot of people talk about these things and say this is how it can assist you, but I think it's really beneficial to actually see this in action. So I'm going to go over some tools you may have seen before, some that you may have not, and we'll just go over those. So content generation, this is one way. If you're in, say, a marketing agency or social media marketing agency where you're creating content for a customer, or even if you're just playing around and want to use it for yourself, whether it's for a school project or whatever it may be. So this image I just found on Google. It's from Starry AI. So the prompt that was put in was an overgrown castle. And what's cool is you can use different themes in a sense, so you can make it look like more of a comic book, you can make it look like an old piece of art or modern piece of art, whatever it may be. So I'm going to get into what exactly that would look like and show you this cute creature generator tool here really fast. So this is just a free tool I found online. A lot of them aren't free out there. Maybe if you use it for just a few times, if maybe your first 3 images that are generated are free, something like that. But I just want to be able to show you guys the power of this and what that may look like. So let's enter a prompt. Let's go with something exotic. We'll say Joe Rogan being, let's see, chased by a bear. And we'll see what that generates us. And see, you can choose different styles of, so here's the old art. You can do maybe like an animated character type of thing, black and white image. So we're going to see what this comes up with. And chances are it's not too great. Like I said, this is just the beginning, and this is a free tool as well. So we're going to give it a second here. Wow. So this is what it came up with. Like I said, a huge work in progress. I don't see Joe Rogan. I don't see a bear. Maybe it's Joe Rogan taking the picture and the bear's after him. Your guess is as good as mine. So, we can go to a different style here and we can hit this little landscape portrait mode in a sense and see if that gives us anything better. Maybe Joe Rogan will appear in this one. I highly doubt it. Let's see, Joe Rogan being chased by a bear once again. This looks like maybe the Golden Gate Bridge. So, oh goodness, I can't wait to see what this is. All right, again, not what we're looking for. I don't see Joe Rogan anywhere. I don't see him anywhere. Just a bear in the woods. It's not. Again, I know I said I'd sound like a broken record. This is just the very beginning of things, and this is just not it. That's just not it, this tool. Next, I wanted to go into workflow creation here. So this is through Go High Level, which is not a new tool. Workflow creations and different automated templates are nothing new. If you've used Salesforce, HubSpot, that sort of thing, then this is not new to you. But what is new to you is that AI can be featured in it. So we'll get into that a little bit as well. So here we have a fully automated outreach strategy. So In this, you can use a trigger such as somebody filling out some kind of form or submitting their email to your website, whatever it may be. And then what you can do is have the system prompt to send that person a text message. And if they don't reply in the first 90 minutes, then it will go down this list here and follow up for you. So again, this isn't new, but what is new, and I don't have it set up actually at the moment, but what is new is that you can use AI or prompt AI to respond to the messages and kind of act as a human being. So for example, you could have yes, no, they responded, but say they responded with something that you weren't looking for. Maybe you prompted them to say opt in or opt out and they said something else. Then you would be able to train this GPT on that response and essentially respond however you would like them to. So you could say if this person says maybe, or pretend that you are a marketing intern looking to communicate back and forth with a customer on this matter, and it'll act exactly as that. And so you can train it onto how you want that to respond. And if you're not getting the answers that you are looking for, then you're able to just adjust it and kind of play around with it a little bit. And the final tool I'm going to go over here today, so that is make.com. You may have heard of this, or you may have heard of Zapier, which is essentially the same thing, Zapier, but I'm going to go into that a little bit. So this can, in a sense, do a lot of the same things that Go High Level can. It's just in a little bit different of a format and maybe has a little bit more connections. I believe Make.com and Zapier both connect with over 250 different softwares. So whatever software your business may use, chances are it's going to be compatible in working with Make. So for example, this one here is invoicing and billing. You're able to have the system count hours you've worked, add it to a spreadsheet, and create an invoice. A lot of companies will have an employee that will do essentially this, but here you can just set it up to do that automatically. I know I've worked in operations in the past where we've had employees work under me that were punching the clock, and it would have been super nice to be able to see that all from one spreadsheet. And yes, there's maybe a website where you can see everyone's time cards and whatnot, but you'd have to click on them individually. But this is just another automation that you can go through, and there's more here of inventory management, inventory and supply chain management. So, there's plenty to play around with. Expense management, payroll processing. This is a super good tool to learn how to use, and really you can find a way how to make this beneficial even in your everyday life. Even if you don't own a business or work a 9-to-5 job, there is something in here for you that is going to be able to help you out. So the last thing I wanted to get into was, we've all heard of it, ChatGPT. This is kind of the original AI tool. So you can obviously just prompt something super simple like, how can I use AI in my marketing agency? Yeah, there we go. So we'll just hit go here, and ChatGPT will give us a response with, it's getting smarter and smarter by the day as well, and we'll update tools that it'll be able to stay up to date with what's currently on the internet, especially if you have GPT-4. This is GPT-4 you have to pay for, but it's able to scrape the internet to find the information you're looking for. So the information that is here, I believe, is all the way up to end of 2020 information-wise. So this isn't exactly up to date, but a lot of it can still apply. And what a lot of people may not realize is that AI has been around for quite some time. It's really just become accessible to the public, like I said, with ChatGPT in December 2022. So whether it's content recommendations or chatbots, that little thing that'll come up on the bottom right of your screen that you can interact with kind of a chatbot and pretend that you may be going back and forth with customer service. There's endless ways that this can be beneficial to email marketing, social media, content creation, as we went over, SEO and SEM optimizations, data analysis. The list goes on and on. So really simple video. I'm sure you may have heard of a lot of these things already, but if you haven't, I'm happy to be able to enlighten you in that. So if you have any questions, please be sure to comment below and let me know how you're using AI in your business. I'd love to, hear about that, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.